Aunt Betty did me a solid. Rip Auntie. It's been over a decade since this happened, so I can finally confess my fraudulent actions. I worked at daycare in my early 20s. This was a small independently owned center. Not one of the big companies, so there is no one above the big boss. I hated this job. I was so miserable being in that toxic environment. Yes, toxic in a daycare. The boss would sit in her office and just watch the classrooms from the cameras in the rooms. Now, that is a standard practice. Every other place I have been to offered a live feed to the parents. This was so parents could check in on their child while at work. Not this lady. She was the only one allowed to watch the footage. Her favorite thing to do was watch the footage live. Find a reason to call you into her office so she could write up. I got written up for a kid who bit another kid because even though I wasn't in the room, I should have corrected that. Their time off setup was awful. If I remember correctly, you couldn't request time off unless you had been there for a year. They didn't offer PTO either. My BF now husband surprised me with a week-long trip to Colorado. I had to go. I needed a vacation. Plus I was poor and it was a free trip. Duh, because of the policy